All right, everyone. Lesson 11.2, multiplying and dividing radicals. Okay. So in the last lesson, we learned how to simplify radicals like that, square root of 20. You break it up into 4 times 5, then you break up the radical into square root of 4 times square root of 5. You take the square root of 4, which is 2. You leave the radical 5 as is, and that is now simplified, 2 radical 5. Okay? Here, with these, the only difference is that you're going to merge these two radicals into one radical first. So square root of 24 times square root of 23, you would just multiply the 24 and the 3, which is 72. And when you do so, you're allowed to merge those radicals into one radical. So root 24 times root 3 becomes root 72. Okay? Then we have to simplify the root 72. We have to find two numbers that go into 72, one of which you could take the square root of. That would be 36 and 2. Square root of 36 times square root of 2. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 2 stays as is. And that's it, 6 root 2. Okay? Square root of 14 times square root of 7. Well, first we merge them into one radical. So 14 times 7 is 98. Then we find two numbers that go into 98, one of which being a perfect square. So on the side, I usually just write out my perfect square list. And then I usually go up to 100. So what number in that list goes into 98? Well, you might have to check your calculator on this, but the number is 49. 49 goes into 98. 49 times 2 is 98. So it becomes square root of 49 times square root of 2. Square root of 49 is 7. Square root of 2 stays as the square root of 2, and that's our answer. Okay? These next two examples, you see numbers on the outsides of the radicals. Those you multiply as well. See the 4 and the 2 on the outside? You multiply them. 4 times 2 is 8. Then the numbers on the insides of the radicals, we'll use a different color. The numbers on the insides of the radicals, it's like terms. You multiply those. So root 8 times root 10 is root 80. All right, so it's 8 root 80. Now we have to deal with the root 80. The root 80 we have to simplify. Square root of 80 becomes square root of 16 times 5. Square root of 16 times square root of 5. Square root of 16 is 4. Square root of 5 is square root of 5. But here's the key. See this 8 out here? That 8 stays there. You have to bring that 8 down all the way through. So our answer is actually 8 times 4 root 5. So one final step in the end, you can multiply the 8 and the 4 on the outside of the radical. 8 times 4 is 32. Square root of 5. Okay? Try this next one on your own, and then we'll do these bottom examples in the next video.